Hello and Ram Ram to everyone. Today we are going to start Rajasthan's history chapter number 11, other important dynasties. If you like this video, please like video and subscribe this channel. Let's start. Parmara dynasty in Rajasthan. The literal meaning of the word Parmara is one who kills the enemy. Para yani enemy plus Mara yani killer. Origin Agnikund theory. According to Prithviraj Raso, written by Chandra Bardai, the origin of the Parmaraj is believed to have taken place from the Agnikund sacrificial fire pit created by sage Vasishtha on Mount Abu. Sage Vasishtha created the four warrior Rajput clans Parthiaraj, Parmars, Chalukya, Solankis, and Chauhans from the sacrificial fire at Mount Abu to protect Dharma and his divine cow Nandini from demons. Other sources Udaipur Prasasti inscription Pingal Sutra Vritti Tejapala inscription and Padma Gupta's Nav Saha Sank Charitra describe the Parmaraj as Brahma Kshatriya. Major branches of the Parmaraj in Rajasthan. In Rajasthan, the rule of the Parmaraj was mainly established in Abu Wajid, Wagad, Banswada, Dungarpur, Jalore, and Kiradu, Badmer. Apart from these, the Parmaraj of Malwa also had a deep impact on the history and culture of Rajasthan. The major branches were Parmaraj of Abu, Parmaraj of Malwa, Parmars of Wangad, Parmaraj of Kiradu, Parmaraj of Jalore. First, Parmaraj of Abu, the Parmars of Abu. The capital of the Parmars of Abu was Chandravati. Upal Raj is considered the earliest ancestor, while Dhumar Raja is regarded as the effective founder of the Abu branch. Dharani Varaha. After Dhumaraja, Dharani Varaha became the ruler. He divided his kingdom into new administrative units, because of which his state came to be known as Naukoti Marwada. According to the Hastikundi inscription of 977 CE, during the invasion of the Chalukya ruler Mula Raja, first the Parmar ruler had to take refuge with the Rashtrakuta ruler Dhaval. Later, however, he regained control over Abu. Danduk was the son of Maipal. He attempted to gain independence from the Solanki ruler Bhimdev of Gujarat, which led to conflict between them. Bhimdev's minister Vimal Shah mediated a settlement, and later Bhimdev appointed Vimal Shah as the administrator Dandanayaka of Abu. In 1031 CE, Vimal Shah constructed the famous Adinath Jain temple at Dilwada Abu, known as the Vimal Vasai temple. Colonel James Todd described as the second most beautiful building after the Taj Mahal palace. Dhanduk's Dhanduk's widowed daughter Queen Lal Hani Devi undertook the renovation of the Surya temple at the Lal Hani Stepwell at Basantagad, Siroi. Lahini Devi got the Surya temple and Lahini Bavdi constructed at Basantagad, Siroi. Uh, धारा धारा वर्ष धारा वर्षा धारा वर्ष 1163 से 1163 to 1219 CE. Dhara Varsa was the most powerful ruler of the Parmaraj of Abu and ruled for nearly 60 years. In 1178 CE, during the Battle of Kayandra, also called Kasa Kasar Kasarada, when the Chalukya queen Naiki Devi of Gujarat defeated Muhammad Gori. Dharavarsa lead to Gujarat army. He was famous for his extraordinary bravery and is said to have been capable of shooting 3 buffaloes with a single arrow. Near the Achaleswar temple at the Mandakini Kund, there stands his statue depicting him with a bow and arrow. He also repulsed the invasion of Prithviraj Chauhan on Abu Prahladan Dev. Prahladan Dev. Prahladan Dev, the younger brother of Dharavarsa, composed the drama Parth Parakram Yog and founded the town of Palanpur. Som Singh. After Dharavarsa, his son Som Singh became ruler. During his reign, the Solanki minister Vastupal and Tejpal of Gujarat constructed the Neminath Jain temple at Dilwada, Luna Vasai temple. It is also known as the Devrani Jetani temple, and its chief architect was Sobhan Dev. Next, Vikram Singh. After Som Singh, Vikram Singh became ruler. He assumed the title Raval or Maharaval. Finally, around 1311 CE, the Chauhan ruler of Jalur Rao Lumba captured Chandravati and brought an end to the rule of the Parmaraj of Abu. After this, the Chauhan Devda branch was established there. B. Next, Parmars of Malwa. Although the main region of the Parmars was Malwa, present-day Madhya Pradesh, their political and cultural influence deeply extended into Rajasthan, especially in Chittor, Wangad, Kota, and Jhalawad. The early capital of the Parmaraj rulers was Ujjain, which was later shifted to Dhar. Dar. Munja Vagpati Raj II. Among the prominent Parmar rulers of Malwa, Munja Vagpati II held a special place. He received prestigious titles such as Sri Vallabh, Prithvi Vallabh, and Amog Varsa. During his reign, the city of Ahad was plundered in the time of the Mewad ruler Sakti Kumar, and control over Chittor fort was established. His court hosted renowned scholars like Padma Gupta, who composed Nausaha Sank Charitra, and Dhananjaya, the author of Das Rupaka. This reflects the scholarly tradition of the Malwa Parmars. Next, Bhoj Parmar 1000, Bhoja Parmar 1010 to 1055 CE. After Munja, Bhoj Parmar became the most scholarly and illustrious ruler of Malwa. He held the title of Kaviraj, King of Poets. Bhoj Parmar composed many important literary texts, among which Saraswati, Kantha Bharana, Samarangana, Sutra Dhara, Vastu Shastra, Sringar, Manjari, Raj, Mri, Raj, Mriganka, and Ayurveda. Sar, Sarvaswa are prominent. He built the Tribhuvan Narayan temple, Shiva temple in Chittorgarh port. Later, Maharana Mokkal renovated it, due to which this temple came to be known as Mokkalji Ka Mandir or Samidheshwar temple. In addition to this, Bhoj Parmar also built many temples near the Baswada Wangad region. Bhoj Parmar established a famous Sanskrit Pathshala school in his capital Dhar, which is called Bhojshala. This institution was a major center for education, literature, and culture at that time. Next is see Parmars of Wangad. The Wangad region, which includes present-day Dungarpur and Baswada, was known as Vyag, Vyagra, Vyagra, Vyagara Ghat or Wangad in ancient times. An independent branch of the Parmaras ruled in this region. Their capital was Arthuna, which has been called Uthunaka in ancient text. The founder of the Parmars of Wangad was Dambar, uh, Dambar Singh, who was the son of the ruler of Malwa, Krishna Raja Upendra. Parmara power was established in this region through his reign. Among the prominent rulers of Wangad, the name Chamunda Raj is noteworthy. In 1079 AD, he built the famous Mandaleswar Mahadev temple in Arthuna. Following this, a ruler named Mandalik also built a Mandaleswar temple in Panaheda, which promoted Saivite devotion and temple architecture in this reign. Vijayaraj is considered to be possibly the last ruler of this branch. Around 1179 AD, the Guhil ruler of Mewad Saman Singh took control of Wangad and established the Guhil dynasty there. With this, the rule of the Parmars in Wangad came to an end. Next, the Parmars of Kiradu. The Parmars of Kiradu ruled in the Kiradu region of the present-day Badmer district. The prominent ruler of this branch was Someswar. Kiradu is famous for its magnificent and exquisite temple architecture. The Someswar Mahadev temple located here is called the Khajuraho of Rajasthan because of its artistic grandeur. This temple is a blend of Gurjar Pratyahara and Parmara architectural style, which is also called Solanki or Maru Gujarana Gurjara style, Gurjara style. In 1161 AD, the Parmar ruler Someswar demonstrated his military strength by capturing the note of Jaisalmer and some forts of Jodhpur. Next, Parmars of Jalore, an independent branch of the Parmars ruled in Jalore, whose founder is considered to be Vakapati Raj. An inscription from 1087 AD provides the genealogy of the Parmar rulers of Jalore, which includes the names Vakapati Raj, Chandan, Devraj, अपराजित Vijal, Dharavarsa, and Visal. This branch could not remain in power for long. Kirtipal, the Chauhan ruler of the Nadol branch, defeated the Parmaraj of Jalore and established the Chauhan dynasty there. With this, the Parmara rule in Jalore came to an end. Parmar kept culture and administration, religion. While primarily followers of Saivism, Parmar rulers provided full patronage to Jainism, religious tolerance. The famous Jain temples of Dilwada Abu serve as significant evidence of their religious tolerance. Parmar architectural heritage. The Maru Gujara or Solanki style of architecture flourished during their reign. The intricate carvings, balanced structures, and religious significance of these temples reflects the rich cultural heritage of the Parmar period. Temple structure location built by notable facts. Temple Vimal Vasai location Dilwada built by Vimal Shah. Notable fact dedicated to Lord Adinath. Temple Luna Vasai location Mount Abu built by Vastupal and Tejpal dedicated to Lord Neminath Derani Jetani temple. Temple Samideswar temple location Chittorgarh built by Bhoj Parmara originally Tribhuvan Narayan renovated by Marana Mokal. Temple Someswar temple location Kiradu built by Someswar known as the Khajuraho of Rajasthan. Temple Mandaleswar temple location Arthona built by Chamunda Raja. Highlight of the Wangad branches architecture. Next, Bhati dynasty of Rajasthan Jaisalmer. The Bhati rulers of Jaisalmer considered themselves as Chandravanshi Yadavs and traced their lineage to Lord Krishna because they defended the northwestern frontiers of India. Bhati rulers were called the northern gatekeepers or guardians of the western frontier. The clan goddess of this dynasty was Swangya Mata, who is also worshipped by the names Sugali Mata and Avari Mata. The early history of the Bhati dynasty is considered to be associated with Punjab and its surrounding regions. And the original progenitor of the Bhati clan is regarded as Bhati, who established the city of Bataner in 285 CE and laid the foundation of this dynasty. After the invasion of Bataner, Mandal Rao made Tanot his new capital. Later, Devraj Bhati defeated the Parmar rulers of Lodarwa, made Lodarwa his capital, and assumed the title of Raval. In the 12th century, Raval Jaisal laid the foundation of Jaisalmer fort on Trikutta hill near Lodarwa and made it his capital. This fort is also famous by the names Sonar Fort and Golden Fort. The systematic history of the Bhati dynasty becomes available from the reign of Vijayaraj. He held the title of Chundala. His son Bhoj attained martyrdom while fighting against the Gori rulers, which further strengthened the heroic tradition of the Bhatis. The 2.5 sakas of Jaisalmer Fort. Jaisalmer Fort, also known as the Sonar Fort, is famous in history for its two sakas. The term Saka is famous. The term Saka is formed from two traditions. The first is Jor, in which women sacrificed their lives by entering the fire to protect their honor. And the second is Kesaria, in which men wore saffron robe, robes and fought the enemy in a final battle. The 2.5 Sakas of Jaisalmer. First Saka. The first Saka took place approximately between 1294 CE and 1316 CE. At that time, the ruler of Jaisalmer was Raval Mulraj, although some sources also mention Raval Jayatsi. The Sultan of Delhi, Alauddin Khilji, attacked Jaisalmer. This conflict began when the Bhati Rajputs looted the royal treasury and caravans of Khilji. Khilji's army besieged Jaisalmer for nearly 8 years. When all food supplies inside the fort were exhausted, the Bhati Rajputs decided to perform Saka. Thousands of women performed Johar and under the leadership of Raval Mulraj and Kunwar Ratan Singh, the men wore saffron robes and fought the final battle, attaining martyrdom. Second Saka. The second Saka occurred in the later half of the 14th century. At that time, the ruler of Jaisalmer was Raval Dunda, and his brother Trilok Singh was also with him. The Delhi Sultan Firoz Shah Tughlaq attacked Jaisalmer. The main cause of this attack was that Bhati warriors had raided the Mughal camp near Ajmer and attacked their horses, which strained relations between the two sides. When Tughlaq's army attacked, the entire royal family inside Jaisalmer fort performed Johar. Raval Dunda, Tilok Singh and their soldiers donned saffron robes and fought bravely until they sacrificed their lives. Third half Saka. The third Saka occurred in 1550 CE and is called the half Saka. At that time, the ruler of Jaisalmer was Raval Lonkaran. An Afghan chief Amir Ali sought refuge in Jaisalmer but later committed treachery. He requested Raval Lonkaran to send his queens to meet his wives, but instead sent armed soldiers in plan queens distinguished as women. And this attack was sudden and there was no time for the traditional preparation of Johar. To protect the honor of their women, Raval Lonkaran and the Bhati warriors killed their own queens and daughters with swords, an act known as Kulnas. After this, the men wore saffron robes and fought. This time, the Bhati Rajputs were victorious and Amir Ali was killed. Because Kesariya took place, but the full Johar tradition could not be completed. This event is called the Hapasaka. Bhati dynasty and relations with the Mughals. The relationship between Jaisalmer and the Mughals began during the reign of Raval Harai. In 1570 AD, Raval Harai attended Akbar's Nagore court, Nagore Darbar, and accepted Mughal suzerainty. He married his daughter Champa Kawar Nathi Bai to Akbar. During this period, the scholar Kusal Lab authored the significant literary work titled Pingal Siromani. After Rawal Bhim Singh ascended the throne, he maintained excellent relations with Jahangir and married his daughter to him. She became known as Malik-e-Jahan in recognition of their alliance. Jahangir granted Bhim Singh a Mansab rank. In 1651 AD, Rawal Sabal Singh gained the throne with the support of Shah Jahan. He participated in several Mughal campaigns, most notably the Peshawar expedition. Shah Jahan honored him with the title of Raja during the reign of Amar Singh 1661 to 1702 AD. Relations with the Mughals remained stable despite a conflict with Raja Anup Singh of Bikaner. Political stability prevailed in Jaisalmer during Aurangzeb's era. In the 18th century, Akhe Singh introduced the Akhe Sai currency and regularized the taxation system. In 1818 AD, Mulraj II signed a treaty with the East India Company to seek protection from the Marathas and Pindaris. The last ruler of the Bhati dynasty was Jawahar Singh. Historical note: the reign of Jawahar Singh is marked by the tragic martyrdom of freedom fighter Sagarmal Gopa, who was burned alive in jail. Gopa is famous for his revolutionary books जैसलमेर का गुंडाराज and आज़ादी के दीवाने. Religious and cultural importance. Tanut Mata temple is regarded as the goddess of soldiers and is called the Vaishno Devi of the Thar. During the reign of Ranjit Singh, the carved Havelis and architectural art of Jaisalmer gained international recognition. Next, the Jhala Rajvansh of Rajasthan, Jhalawad. Jhalawad is known as the newest princely state on the map of Rajasthan. Its origin was not based on ancient Rajput lineage traditions but emerged due to British administrative and political necessities. In 1838 CE, this state separated from Kota and became into existence as an independent unit. It was the result of British policy of balance of power and internal administrative issue. Jalim Singh Jala and the system of dual authority. The actual credit for the establishment of Jalawad state goes to Jalim Singh Jala, who was the highly influential Diwan Prince Prime Minister of Kota State. Due to his far-sightedness, diplomacy, and administrative ability, he kept the Maharao of Kota as merely a nominal ruler for a long time and himself conducted the real administration. In 1817 CE, a treaty between the East India Company and Kota state included a special provision that the post of Diwan would remain hereditary in Jalim Singh's family, while the throne would remain with the Maharao's lineage. Thus, a dual system of power developed in Kota, in which the Maharao was the nominal ruler and the Jala Diwan the real administrator. Next, formation of Jalawad state. After Jalim Singh's death, his son Madan Singh became Diwan. Meanwhile, Maharao Ram Singh II of Kota wanted to regain real authority. Continuous conflicts between the two disputed administration. To resolve this situation, British political agents in 1838 CE separated Jalawad from Kota and created it as a new princely state. Madan Singh Jhala was made its first independent ruler and was given the title Maharaj Rana, which became a symbol of Jhalawad's district identity. The early capital of Jhalawad was Jalara Patan. This city had been established earlier in 1796 CE by Jalim Singh Jhala as a planned commercial and administrative center. Later, due to administrative and military convenience, Jalabad city was made the main administrative headquarters. Next, major rulers and their contributions. Maharaj Rana Madan Singh, 1838 to 1845 CE. He was the first ruler of Jalabad. He led the administrative foundation of the new state and strengthened its sovereignty. Maharaja Rana Prithvi Singh, 1845 to 1875 CE. The revolt of 1857 occurred during his reign. He supported the British government and gave refuge to European families fleeing from rebels. In return, he received special cooperation from the British. Maharaj Rana Bhavani Singh, 1899 to 1929 CE. He is considered the most progressive ruler of Jalabad. He contributed significantly to the development of education, art, and culture. In 1921 CE, he constructed the Bhavani Natyasala based on the Paris opera style, famous for its stage system. Next, cultural and architectural heritage. Jalabad's cultural heritage is mainly associated with Jalara Patan, which is called the city of bells because of its numerous temples. Sun Temple, located at Jalara Patan, this temple is famous for its antiquity and beautiful architecture. Good place. Jalabad Fort. This was the main residence of the Jala rulers. Its wall paintings, especially the Janana Khana decorations, are considered highly artistic. Bhavani Natyasala. Its underground stage system and horse entry arrangement make it unique in India. It reflects the rulers' interest in art and European theatre. Next, religious and administrative traditions. The Jala rulers were devotees of Lord Krishna and had a deep faith, particularly in Dwarkadis. Under British protection, Jalabad developed as a stable and organized princely state. The state played an important role in the political and cultural development of the Hadoti region, including Bundi, Kota, and Jalabad. This state represents a unique example of a formation based on administrative necessity rather than pure dynastic tradition. Solanki and Chalukya dynasty, Gujarat. The Solanki dynasty, also known as the Chalukya dynasty of Gujarat, ruled approximately from 940 CE to 1244 CE over Gujarat and parts of Rajasthan. The capital of this dynasty was Annahilwada, modern Patan. The Solanki rulers were associated with the Rajput tradition and held an important place in the medieval history of Gujarat origin. According to folklore and the epic Prithviraj Raso, the Solanki dynasty is considered to have originated from the Agni Kul, born from the fire sacrifice performed by sage Vasisht at Mount Abu. However, this account is not mentioned in the inscription of Solanki rulers. From a historical perspective, the founder of this dynasty was Mule Raja I, who established the rule around 940 CE after defeating the last ruler of the Chamunda dynasty. Chaund. Major rulers and achievements. Mule Raja I, 940 to 995 CE. Mule Raja I was the founder of the Solanki dynasty. He made Annahilwada his capital. He was a follower of Saivism but also patronized Jainism. During this During his time, the Jain temple of Mulavastika was constructed. Bhim first 1022 to 1064 CE. During Bhim first reign, Muhammad and Muhammad of Ghazni attacked the Somnath temple in 1025-26 CE. At the time of this invasion, Bhim first is said to have taken refuge in Kant, Kanthakot of Kutch. From the architectural perspective, his period was significant. The Sun Temple at Modera was constructed during his reign. His minister Vimal Shah built the famous Vimal Vasai Dilwada Jain Temple at Mount Abu. His queen Udayamati built the world famous stepwell Rani Ki Vav at Patan. Karna, Karna, 1064 to 1092 CE. Karna succeeded Bhim first. He defeated the Bhil chief Asa and founded the city of Karnavati, which is considered near modern Ahmedabad. He married Maya Nalla Devi. Maya Nalla Devi. फिर नेक्स्ट जयासिमा सिद्ध राजा 1092 to 1142 CE. Jayasima Siddha Raja is regarded as the most powerful ruler of the Solanki dynasty after conquering Malwa. He assumed the title Avanti Nath. He was the patron of the great Jain scholar Hemachandra. He built the grand Rudra Mahalaya temple at Siddhapur, which is an important link between Gujarat and Rajasthan history. He defeated the Chahaman ruler Arno Raja of Sakambari, but later established a political alliance by marrying his daughter to him. Next, Kumara Pala 1142 to 1171 CE. Kumarapala was a great patron of Jainism. Under the influence of Acharya Hemachandra, he adopted Jainism. During his reign, the principle of ahimsa was strictly implemented and animal slaughter was prohibited. He reconstructed the Somnath temple in stone. Bhim II 1178 to 1240 CE. During Bhim II's reign, Gujarat faced a major foreign invasion. In 1178 CE, Muhammad Ghori attacked Gujarat, but Bhim II, under the regency of his mother Naiki Devi, defeated him near Mount Abu. This is considered Muhammad Ghori's first major defeat in India. After Bhim II, the center power of the Solanki state weakened around 1244 CE. Their generals assumed power and the Waghela dynasty was established. Finally, in 1299 CE, Alauddin Khilji conquered Gujarat, bringing an end to independent Hindu rule there. Next, administration, religion and culture. Solanki rulers mainly followed Saivism and Vaishnavism, but Jainism also received extensive patronage, especially under Kumarapala, when it attained the status of a state religion. In literature, Hemachandra Suri was a great scholar of this period. He composed the Divya Vyas Raya Kavya and several works on grammar. In architecture, the Maru Gurjara style developed during this period. Major examples include the Somnath temple, the Sun temple at Modera, and the Dilwada Jain temple at Mount Abu. Jat dynasty of Rajasthan, Bharatpur. In the history of Rajasthan, the Jat dynasty of Bharatpur holds a special place for its bravery, organizational strength, and anti-Mughal struggles. The Jat were originally an agricultural community, but in response to the oppressive religious policies and administrative exploitation of Mughal rule, they organized themselves into a powerful military force and later established an independent state. Jat revolt against the Mughals 1669 to 1688 CE. The rise of Jat power began and resistance to the religious policies, excessive taxation and administrative oppression of Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. The discontent among Jat peasants and pastoralists of the Mathura Agra region gradually turned into an organized rebellion. Revolt of Gokula 1669 CE. In 1669 CE, under the leadership of Gokula, the Jats of the Mathura region launched their first major armed revolt against Mughal rule. The rebels openly challenged Mughal authority and opposed tax collection and administrative interference. Although Gokula was eventually defeated, this revolt clearly revealed the military awakening and organizational capacity of the Jats. After Gokula, the Jat struggle did not end. Under the leadership of Rajaram, the Jats intensified their resistance against the Mughals. In 1800 in 1688 CE, after the death of Rajaram, the leadership of the Jat movement passed into the hands of his nephew Chudaman. Under Chudaman's leadership, Jat power became more organized, and he later played a decisive role in laying the foundation of the Bharatpur state. Major rulers and their contributions. Rao Chudaman 1695 to 1721 CE. Rao Chudaman is regarded as the founder of the independent Jat state of Bharatpur. He made Bharatpur his capital and consolidated Jat power. During his reign, he continuously fought against both the Mughals and Rajput rulers. Gradually, he established Bharatpur as a strong political entity. Eventually, due to pressure from enemies and adverse internal circumstances, he committed suicide. Next, Badan Singh 1723 to 1756 CE. Badan Singh was the nephew and successor of Chudaman. He is considered the real architect of the Bharatpur state. He strengthened Jat power and expanded his kingdom up to Mewat, Agra, and Alwar. He constructed the forts of Deeg and Kumher, thereby strengthening the security of the state. He died in 1756 CE. Maharaja Surajmal 1756 to 1763 CE. Plato of the Jats. Maharaja Surajmal, the son of Badan Singh, is regarded as the most powerful and capable ruler of the Jat dynasty. Because of his foresighted policies, he was called the Plato of the Jat caste. Jat Jati का Plato. Aristotle. He organized administration, constructed new forts, including the Lohagarh fort at Bharatpur, and adopted policies of friendship and cooperation with Rajput rulers. He patronized art, literature, agriculture, and trade. In 1760 CE, during Ahmad Shah Abdali's invasion, the fort of Bharatpur proved impregnable. Maharaja Surajmal died in battle in 1763 CE. Maharaja Jawahar Singh 1764 to 1768 CE. After the death of Surajmal, Jawahar Singh became the ruler of Bharatpur. He established the influence of Jat power up to Delhi and became famous for bringing the gates of the Red Fort from Delhi. However, after his reign, due to internal conflicts, the power of the Bharatpur Jats gradually weakened. Architecture and culture. Jat architecture was famous for strength, utility, and simplicity. Instead of ornamentations, greater emphasis was placed on military utility and security. Lohagarh Fort, Bharatpur, is the finest example of Jat architecture. It is considered the only impregnable fort of India. Its walls were made of mud instead of stone, due to which cannon balls would get embedded in the walls without causing severe damage. Even the British commander Lord Lake failed to conquer this fort despite repeated attempts. Deek Place reflects the cultural taste and aesthetic sense of the Jats. Deek is called the city of water places. The places, gardens, and fountains built there were inspired by Mughal architectural style. Because of water management and architectural balance, Place, Deeg Palace is considered a unique heritage site of North India. Next, Yadav Jadon dynasty of Karoli. The rulers of Karoli considered themselves descendants of the Yaduvanshi lineage of Mathura and linked their ancestry to Lord Krishna. On this basis, they declared themselves Chandravanshi Yadavs. The foundation of this dynasty was laid by Vijaypal in 1040 CE. Initially, he made Bayana his capital and constructed Vijay Mandir Gad, which laid the early political foundation of the state. With the expansion of the kingdoms, the capital was later shifted in 1348 CE. Ruler Arjun Pal founded the city of Kalyanpur, which later became famous as Karoli. In 1650 CE, Gopal Das II formally declared Karoli as the capital, after which it developed as the permanent seat of the Jadon rulers. Major rulers and their contributions. Gopal Pal. Gopal Pal constructed the famous Madan Mohan Ji temple at Karoli. This temple became an important religious center of the Gaudiya Vaishnava sect. Some sources mention the temple's name as Naku Mohan, which scholars generally consider a scribal or a typographical error. Maharaja Harbaks Pal. Maharaja Harbaks Pal signed a treaty with the East India Company on 9 November 1817 and accepted British suzerainty. With this treaty, Karoli became one of the early princely states to come under British protection. Narsingh Pal, 1852 to 1854 CE. In 1852 CE, ruler Narsingh Pal died without an heir. After his death, Governor General Lord Dalhousie recommended the annexation of Karoli into company territory under his doctrine of lapse policy and sent this recommendation to the Court of Directors in London. However, the Court of Directors rejected this recommendation and did not permit the annexation of Karoli. This decision proved to be a decisive turning point for the survival of the Karoli state. Next, Maharaja Madan Pal, 1854 to 1869 CE. After the death of Narsingh Pal, succession remained under consideration for about 1.5 years. Eventually, in 1854 CE, Madanpal was appointed the ruler of Karoli. During the revolt of 1857, Madanpal supported the British and helped the Maharaval of Kota in getting freed from the revolutionaries. In return, the British honored him with the title Grand Commander of the Order of the Star of India and presented him with a salute of 17 guns. Cultural heritage Karoli State. The cultural identity of the Karoli princely state was closely associated with its major religious centers and deities. Kela Devi. Kela Devi was the Kuldevi of the Yaduvanshi rulers of Karoli. Her famous temple is situated on Trikuta Hill, where a grand annual fair known as the Kela Devi Fair is organized. And this fair is not only a symbol of a religious faith but also an important center of folk culture and traditions. Madan Mohanji was regarded as the tutelary deity of the Karoli rulers. Due to the deep devotion of both rulers and common people, Vaishnava traditions received special patronage in the Karoli region. Varika 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 dynasty of Bayana. The ruling region of the Varika dynasty was Bayana, located in the present Bharatpur district of Rajasthan. In ancient times, Bayana was known as Bhadanak or Sripat Nagar because of its location near the Gambhiri river and hilly tracts. It held great strategic importance. Vijaygarh inscription at Bayana Fort Vijaygarh, the Bhimlat Vijaygarh pillar built by Vishnu Vardhan is considered the earliest victory pillar of Rajasthan. It is also called Bhim Ki Lat and is an important source for the history of the Varika dynasty. This pillar is dated to the Gupta period. Asked in RS 2021 exam. The date of this inscription is considered to be somewhat 428 approximately 371 to 372 CE. It is a Yupa pillar which was erected after the performance of the Pundarika sacrifice. The inscription is engraved in Sanskrit language and in a script belonging to the traditional phase of Brahmani rulers and genealogy. From the Vijaygarh inscription, a brief genealogy of the Varika dynasty is obtained. The earliest known ancestor of this lineage was Yashovardhan, whose son was Yasodvarman. Yasodvarman's son Vishnuvardhan is regarded as the most powerful and famous ruler of this dynasty. Vishnuvardhan assumed the title Maharaja and Mahasenapati. He was probably a contemporary of the Gupta emperor Samudragupta and, according to historians, may have been either a feudatory or an ally of the Gupta Empire. Political condition. Most historians consider the Varikas to have originally been associated with the Malwa tribal group, who later established their authority in the Bayana region. During the zenith of the Gupta Empire, they accepted Gupta suzerainty. The reign of Vishnuvardhan is regarded as a period of regional stability and military consolidation. Administration style of medieval Rajasthan. Revenue terminology. Lat Kunta, a method of crop assessment for tax determination. Lat referred to tax assessment made after harvesting and bringing the produce to the threshing floor based on the heaps of grain. Kunta referred to tax assessment by estimating the standing crop in the field. खालसा यानी लैंड अंडर डायरेक्ट स्टेट कंट्रोल दैट इज अंडर द किंग्स अथॉरिटी वेयर नो जागीदार एग्जिस्टेड. नेक्स्ट सिंगोटी a tax levied on the purchase and sale of cattle or animals. Next, Khichdi Lag, a levy collected from villagers for the food and provisions of the state army when it camped in a village. Next, Dan or Mapa, customs or sales tax collected at city gates or checkpoints. Next, military terminology. Iskanda स्कंधावर मिलिट्री कैंपेन और कैंटोनमेंट. फिर बालादीप कमांडर इन चीफ द सुप्रीम मिलिट्री ऑफिसर. फिर तालारा सिटी गार्ड और चीफ ऑफ पुलिस ऑल्सो रेफर्ड टू एज कोटवाल. That's all in this video. If you like this video, please like video and subscribe this channel. Thank you for you all.